Hi, my name is Sandra. I'm from Australia. I live in Bali. I have two dogs that in about 4 weeks are going to begin their journey to Australia, and I was desperately seeking help to train my dogs to go in their crates and feel comfortable. Over the last 4 months I'd had a couple of trainers here and things didn't work out, wasn't very successful. I'd heard about Phillips and I was very curious about his soft approach techniques. I've had Phillips at my house now for 4 sessions, and I'm delighted and really happy to say that both of my dogs go into their crates, sit, lay down, they're comfortable, they're relaxed, they're stress-free. Phillips' method of training is really unbelievable, and I think you have to see it for yourself to truly believe the talent Phillips has at communicating with dogs, and I'm going to be forever grateful. It's been a privilege to have you in my home, Phillips, and I will continue training my dogs with everything that you have taught me, and I might add all the mistakes I have been making over the years with my dogs. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I hope to be in contact with you one day soon. Thank you.
The chickens. The remarkable thing, or the thing I think, one of the things that's hit me is how quickly the dogs respond. You would think it would take weeks and weeks, and I mean, Philip just would sit here and was in between trainings, and because Philip has over 100 dogs of his own, believe it or not, so he's definitely a dog lover and cat lover. And you could see that, and we were in between, and he was just sitting on the floor with Zoe and Finn, our 2 standard chocolate poodles, and it was quite remarkable. He taught them in a matter of minutes how to lie dead. He was going bang and the dogs would lie down. He was teaching them how to shake hands, and in a very, very short time. I mean, because of his knowledge and because of all his training, obviously he knows exactly how to approach the dog, how to get it at bay, and also how to make it fun. How to make it fun for the dog, how to make it fun, but particularly how to make it fun for the human. So if you're having problems with a dog, if you are unsure of how to live with a dog, then I would highly recommend Philip to come and train your dog. And he's a joy to have stay with him. Thank you.
Hello. I'd like to tell you about the story of Mr. Phillips and our 2 dogs, Monty and Jasper. They're 20 months old and we bought them in Bali. They're beautiful dogs. Mr. Phillips was recommended to us by the breeder of the dogs, Lizzie Love. The problem was, though, that we live in Sydney and it's difficult to have constant training for these dogs who live at Villa Sengkanken in the beautiful part of Bali that's Cinnamon. Mr. Phillips agreed to come and see the dogs and to train them in 2 5-day blocks. The dogs are very different personalities. However, I think Mr. Phillips has performed a miracle on these 2 dogs. He's taught them to sit, to obey orders, to walk around very calmly amongst the Bali dogs, to respect and be polite to the guests in the villa. But most importantly, the dogs now know the boundaries, and that's very important because they live in an agricultural part of Bali. We have been very grateful to G'day, who is our dog handler. He's looked after the dogs since they went to the villa at 4 months of age. And together, Mr. Phillips and G'day have worked together. Mr. Phillips has provided us with ongoing feedback on a daily basis as to the dog's progress in a matter of a day or so, they had totally changed their behaviour. Mr. Phillips is very kind and very concerned about the dogs' personalities, and that's meant a great deal to us. As a result, our dogs have really transformed in their behaviour, and as well as that, I think that they are much more stimulated. Mr. Phillips is coming back in a week to reinforce the training, and by that stage, hopefully they can graduate with a diploma from Mr. Phillips Training School.
Mackenzie.
Wait, again. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, my name is Sam Mackenzie. We rescued a dog, pit bull, on the beach about 2 months ago with a broken leg who got hit by a bike. Since we have it, we've just been feeding it properly and giving lots of love. And the last week, because it's much healthier, much stronger, we're starting to get out of control, like not obeying us. Not that we tried to train it, we didn't ever try to train it. We waited for a trainer, but she was getting too strong for us to control. Especially on the beach, she would just run away and not come back when we called her. And we just, right now with Phillips, the dog trainer, we did a 2-hour session.
How did you know about Phillips, the dog trainer?
My mother loves dogs and knows everything that concerns dogs on the planet. And therefore, she talked about you with her friend Lizzie, that you were like the dog whisperer. And in fact, within 2 hours, we were able to explain to the dog with sign languages, which is what's positive, what's negative, what's her boundaries, teach her how to come, how to go, how to sit, how to shake hands. She was scared of bikes because we assumed that she got hit by a bike, and within 2 hours we were able to put her in sit in a bike with the engine running. We were able to give her she was able to shake her hands within less than 5 minutes. So yeah, so now we have a dog who we could communicate with, and also I've learned how to say read her emotions, and with a tail position or establish dominance in between the master and the dog. So.
And all of that is just 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. I'm tired. I can get ahead of beer now. Thank you.
Now, and what do you think about Phillips, the dog trainer's methods? Is there any good or bad, soft or abusive or what?
I'm very happy that we actually managed to do all. I thought it was going to get to this stage was going to take much longer. So, and also the method is also teaching the owner how to have good habits, I guess. Good sign language, good method of communicating with verbal commands. So yes, it's like my mum told me, you don't only train the dog, you train the owner as well. And I think I did fine, I hope.
Okay, thank you, Sam.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name's Renee and I'm from Australia. And about 5 months ago, I adopted a beautiful little Bali dog who I named Nero. We've been doing training with Phillips, and I have to say that I am completely blown away by how successful it's been. I was very, very impressed, and it's just been amazing watching Nero, who I thought was probably untrainable, respond to all the training very well, listening to Phillips and then listening to me, and I've had such a great experience, and I think Nero is going to benefit from this just as much as I will, and I look forward to having a really beautiful little dog. Thanks.
My name is Joe. I am using Phillips the dog walker and the dog trainer service, and I have been using this service for the past 6 months. I just renewed. Phillips and his staff are very professional. They pay attention to detail. They provide the dog a great service, both from dog walking, grooming, medical care. Phillips is very responsive. His staff is responsive. They have great attitudes, and you can trust them in and around your pet and in and around your house. Thank you and good luck.
Hi, my name is Sandra. I have a Shiba Inu puppy about 4.5 months old. Before we started training with Philip, my puppy was quite all over the place. He is jumping around, jumping on people's legs and biting, maybe play bite, but I guess sooner or later that would turn out to be a more aggressive biting. So we had to watch out for that. So we were recommended to Philip, and then he came to start training in our home, day 1 to day 4. At the end, it was only 4 days in total. And he's able, Zuma is our dog, he's able to do 11 different tricks, such as sit down, down, eating, praying before eating, play dead, walking with manners, and cage in, and stay, freeze, and all other different tricks. So we're very impressed with that. In 4 days time, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I didn't even think that was possible. So thank you again for training our dog, and we look forward to apply that to him ourselves.